The Bond University is a private not-for-profit university located in Robina, Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. History. The university was established at the initiative of Bond, the founder and chairman of Bond Corporation, and Harunori Takahashi, president of the International. The university's development was funded via a joint venture between Bond Corporation in Australia and the Japanese entity International. In 1987, the Parliament of Queensland granted Bond University status via the passage of the Bond University Act. The university commenced teaching in May 1989 with an initial intake of 322 students. In 1991, EIE acquired Bond Corporation's share of the company development that controlled the land on which the university buildings were constructed and the surrounding development lands. The campus was acquired by Bond University Limited in its own right in August 1999. Campus and facilities. The Bond University campus was conceived and developed by master planner Darryl Jackson of Jackson Architecture with significant input from Queensland architect Robin Gibson. The signature arch building was designed by Japanese architect Haruto Isezaki. The campus features a series of faculty sandstone buildings centered around man-made lake ore. In 2008, the Bond University Mervach School of Sustainable Development building was officially opened by the Hon. Julia Gillardin was the first in Australia to achieve a 6-star Green Star Education Pilot certified rating for design by the Green Building Council of Australia. Other recent additions to the campus facilities include an $8.4 million extension to the Legal Skills Centre, situated within the law faculty, officially opened by Governor-General Ms. Quentin Bryce AC. In March 2011, the Balnaves Foundation Multimedia Learning Centre, named in honour of university benefactor Dr. Neil Balnaves, a $3.4 million technology-rich student facility opened in March 2010. The ADCO Amphitheatre, an outdoor amphitheatre and alumni court sponsored by ADCO Constructions, opened in September 2009. The Macquarie Trading Room, opened by the Hon Anna Bligh in May 2007, providing students with a simulated trading environment, including live ticker screens and market data from 18 Bloomberg terminals. In 2006, a former Prime Minister John Howard opened a $20 million Faculty of Health Sciences and Medicine building, housing a complete set of lecture theatres, tutorial rooms, specialized clinical rooms and laboratories. A brand new purpose-built anatomy laboratory was added in 2010. The $16.2 million Sohail Abedian School of Architecture building was designed by Sir Peter Cook and Gavin Robotham, opened in October 2013 and sits adjacent to the Mervach School of Sustainable Development building. The 48-hectare campus also includes a sports and recreation center with Olympic-sized swimming pool, gymnasium, multi-purpose sports hall, squash, tennis, beach volleyball courts, and rugby, soccer fields. Construction is currently underway for a new sport and recreation center to be completed in September 2016. It is serviced by TransLink bus routes and bike paths, with buses also running between the campus and Varsity Lakes and Robina railway stations, and to the Gold Coast shopping centres Robina Town Centre and Pacific Fair. Bond offers private or shared accommodation on campus and provides accommodation services for those seeking off-campus accommodation. The John and Alison Kearney Library services the university in 2 locations on campus, the main library and the law library. Organization. Bond University Limited is a company limited by guarantee. It does not have shareholders. The university's status as a not-for-profit organization is confirmed in the Constitution of Bond University Limited. Governance. The governance arrangements provide for the company, with a membership of 30 members, to appoint the University Council, which is the board of directors of Bond University Limited. The chairman of the board is the Chancellor of the University, the Chief Executive Office of the University. The Vice-Chancellor and President is in turn responsible to the University Council, the peak academic body of the university. The Academic Senate. The governance activities of Council are supported by the Constitution of the company and the Bond University Act 1987, which gives statutory authority to the university and confirms its university status. The university is constituted as a company limited by guarantee and is subject to the provisions of the Corporations Act as an unlisted public company. Academic faculties: Bond Business School, Faculty of Health Sciences and AMP Medicine, Faculty of Society and AMP Design, Abedian School of Architecture, School of Psychology, Faculty of Law. Also part of the Bond University campus is Bond College, are offering university pathway programs, and a Bond University English Language Institute. Academic profile, ratings and performance. In the independent 2012 Good Universities Guide, Bond University was the highest-rated Australian university, receiving the maximum 5 stars across the most key performance indicators. The university was ranked equal 31st in the 2010 Excellence in Research for Australia rankings, which assessed Australian universities' research activity and quality. The 2010 ERA report ranked the Bond University Faculty of Business as world standard in the research field of commerce, management, tourism and services, placing Bond in the top 10 universities in Australia. The faculty also achieved above world standing for research in the business and management subcategory, and a world standard ranking in the economics field. According to the Australian Financial Review's most recent Bottom Bar rankings, Bond ranked number 1 for student satisfaction and among the top 5 MBAs and top 3 executive MBAs in Australia. Also, according to the US Worldwide University Rankings, Bond University achieved 101 to 150 ranks in the accounting and finance subject. Students representing the university's Faculty of Law won 4 international mooting competitions in the period April 2011–February 2012. The International Criminal Court Moot, The Hague, Netherlands. The Willem Seevers International Commercial Arbitration Moot, Hong Kong. The Beijing Foreign Studies University Cup Moot Court Competition, China. The D.M. Harish Memorial Government Law College International Moot Court Competition, India. Research centers. Bond University has established a number of interdisciplinary university research centers. University research centers enhance the university's reputation for quality research output and research training. Center for Research in Evidence-Based Practice. The collaborative research network for advancing exercise and sports science. Faculty research centers are major contributors to the faculty research activity. They undertake research activities including securing external research funding, producing quality research outputs and HDR supervision. Center for Actuarial and Financial Big Data Analytics. Center for Autism Spectrum Disorder. Center for Comparative Construction Research. Center for Urology Research. Clem Jones Research Center for Stem Cells and AMP Tissue Regenerative Therapies. Sports teams in national and state level competitions based at Bond include the Queensland country team that plays in the National Rugby Championship, the Bond University Breakers Rugby Club that plays in the Queensland Premier Rugby Competition, and the Bond University Bullsharks Club that plays in the Queensland Football Association South Competition. Facilities on campus include 50 meters Olympic waveless swimming pool, boxing circuit training room, golf and cricket practice nets, AFL, rugby and soccer fields, sauna and spa, TRX suspension training studio, sports hall, squash courts, tennis courts, weights room. The Bond University Student Association is the supervising body for sport at the university. It is the advisory body to almost 30 sports clubs on campus and assists with the university's participation in intervarsity sport on a regional and national level. Bond University was named the overall champions at the 2011 Northern University Games in July 2011, and went on to be named Australian University Sport per capita champions at the Australian University Games in 2011, 2013, 2014 and 2015. High school competitions. High school mooting competition. The Bond University Faculty of Law conducts an annual mooting competition involving student representatives from secondary schools around Australia. The competition has expanded from 8 schools in its inaugural year of 1989 to current numbers of well over 120 schools. It is the only national competition of its type. Bond University Film and Television Awards. The Bond University Film and Television Awards is a short film competition open to any year 11 or 12 secondary school student in Australia. Notable people. The current and 8th Chancellor of the university since 2016 is Annabelle Bennett, a retired judge of the Federal Court and academic. The current Vice-Chancellor and President of the university since January 2012 is Tim Brailsford.